I don't think this ever will get old. I think that like when we leave here, we're gonna crave to be out on these waters again. Like what a feeling. Holy moly. We are super excited about today. Oh my god! I can see them in the water! Oh my god, they're huge! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, whoa! Oh my god, they're everywhere, guys. Like, everywhere. You could see them. Oh my god. And like, they're jumping like all over there as well. Surprisingly, we did not see the herring as we were walking down to the dock. Okay, so it's herring season. Herring season has arrived at Port Louis in Haida Gwaii. This is the day that we've been waiting for. We already took the drone out to get some amazing footage. It is just unbelievably beautiful. It is wild. So we were gonna go check the cameras today because I got a meeting at 1 o'clock. So I have about 4 hours until then. So we were gonna try and get some more drone videos. We saw the whales out there in the bay. There are seals everywhere. It's exciting after having a month of being inside, not a whole lot happening. It's pretty cool.
These are the kind of days we've been waiting for.
The eagles are out, you know, the whales are out, the seals are out, we saw some sea lions. I don't know why, but like I have this deja vu feeling that like just with the sun coming out in the early morning reminds me of like a garage sale in the early 2000s. And everybody's just going on a frenzy because it's a garage sale and they want to get a good deal. It's gonna be interesting today.
Yeah, we woke up to the herring spawning, or I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but when they lay all their eggs, and our bay was like teal blue, bright white, and we have birds flying everywhere, eagles flying all over the place. I caught some good drone footage, so I'm excited to show you guys what that looks like. But and then we looked out of the bay, and there was a whale hanging out right outside with a couple sea lions. So
it's gonna be an awesome day.
And just as I'm talking to you, there's herring jumping everywhere.
Wow. Oh wow.
I don't know if you can show them. Hanging out on his side, just resting, probably from eating too much after turkey dinner.
Yeah. Honestly, I think a lot of the marine life have been feeding on the herring probably since 2 a.m. this morning, because I was lying in bed and I saw the water change from the bed. So
majestic, mysterious, and massive humpback whales are making an incredible comeback along BC's west coast, especially around Haida Gwaii. Once nearly wiped out by whaling, these giants are now thriving in the waters of Haida Gwaii and beyond. Since we've been here, humpback whales have been hanging around our bay, quietly keeping to themselves. Humpback whales leave Haida Gwaii in late fall, heading thousands of kilometers south to Hawaii, Mexico, and Central America waters. But some whales are now staying in BC's waters year-round, thanks to warmer waters and abundant food.
These whales are diving to depths of 230 to 280 feet as they swim and feed within this bay.
Humpbacks eat a lot, up to 2,000 pounds of food a day. These whales are massive creatures, with adults typically weighing between 25 to 40 tons. That's about 50,000 to 80,000 pounds. If that's hard to picture how big that is, that weighs as much as 4 empty school buses. Males tend to be a bit smaller than the females, but they can still grow up to about 50 feet long. That is about 10 feet longer than an average school bus. As we made our way over to check out our trail cams, we found 2 more humpback whales resting in the shallow part of the bay. These guys were just resting off the shoreline in less than 200 feet of water. Every few minutes, they'd surface for air, slowly drifting along the coast. Unlike humans, whales don't sleep like we do. Instead, they rest by shutting down half of their brain at a time while remaining aware of their surroundings and coming up for air. The ocean floor here is full of shoals and sudden elevation changes, which is a perfect spot for them to rest. We've always been fascinated by marine life, but having it right in our backyard has changed everything. We find ourselves watching more documentaries, researching, and learning more about these incredible neighbors of ours. Over the past month or two, throughout the day we've watched some of these groups gather and even breach together in the distance. We haven't gotten close enough to know if these humpback whales regularly visit this spot, but we've seen different groups passing through, sometimes in pairs, sometimes in threes, and occasionally a lone whale.
We just got some pretty awesome shots of a humpback whale. Now we're just getting to our spot where we have 3 to 4 of our trail cameras, and we haven't been here for about 2.5 months, I think. Anyways, there's clearly herring. You can just see the light marks. There's some seals or sea lions. We're going to attempt to, yeah, they're jumping over there. We're going to attempt to kind of cross over in our kayaks. Never been that close to sea lions before. I know that they can get pretty aggressive, so.
But they might not, who knows?
Maybe
Hopefully they won't be with being this well fed. right
Yeah,
now.
maybe they won't see us as like competition, maybe? I don't know. It's really beautiful out today. I feel like it's still chilly. It's maybe about,
3, 4, 5 degrees.
yeah, we're wearing plastic gloves, but yeah, it's still cold. It's very pretty. Uh-oh. I feel like we're adventuring right now. This is like the kind of stuff.
Adventure-y or adventuring?
We're adventuring. You know, it's been so long since I feel like we did anything like this. It like gives me purpose.
Yes.
Finally got one of those waterproof bags.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Our guests.
Matt's dad and Val. They brought it in for us, and it's also a Christmas present from them. So that is going to come in handy.
10 feet away from the boat, started making our way towards shore, and there's a sea lion out there and seal right here. And I don't know if the sea lion was trying to show us who's boss or what, but he was like maybe 15 feet in front of us and started like jumping out of the water
with determination.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times, one after another. And like he could have been going after herring, but
I think he was
he could have been trying to tell us what's up too.
Yeah.
And you'd think that after 6 months of adventuring, we'd order a sling, but I guess veggies were more important.
All right, we'll go check the first camera, which is right here. Hopefully we got something. So we just checked the last 2 cameras and not a whole lot of action. Some deer that's come through the spot. Yeah, we were kind of hoping maybe some pine martens or raccoons or maybe the odd bear, just because it doesn't get really cold down here like it does in northern Canada, where the bears would maybe hibernate all winter long. There are some days where it hits around 7-10 degrees over the winter and early spring. So we're just gonna move the camera and see if we'll just leave it here until we leave the lodge.
The herring spawn started in our bay around March 13th. We're not sure if it's connected, but the night before we also saw the northern lights for the first time here. And this time we did not need any special equipment to see them.
Did you know that millions of herring gather along the west coast to spawn every year? It's a massive migration, and it's crucial to the ecosystem. These small fish lay millions of eggs, which are vital for feeding a variety of marine life. Once the females lay their eggs, the males fertilize them by releasing sperm over the eggs. This makes the water blue and actually creates a fishy smell in the air. They prefer shallow shorelines, attaching their eggs to seaweed, seagrass, and even rocks. Herring eggs typically hatch in 10 to 14 days depending on the water temperature. Pacific herring typically spawn for the first time at around 3 to 4 years old once they have reached full maturity. Once the spawning is complete, the herring don't stick around. They head back out to deeper waters, sometimes as deep as 600 feet. This is where they continue their life. The arrival of Pacific herring sparks a frenzy of life. Within days, Chinook salmon flood the waters, drawn to the seasonal feast.
Holding the baby. As the Chinook salmon arrived, so did the eagles. Their numbers swelled beyond the usual 3 to 5 that we'd see in our bay. Drawn by the promise of plentiful bounty, one day we counted over 30 eagles soaring overhead.
Those are all eagles.
A week and a half before the herring spawn, the sea lions arrived in Port Louis. As if guided by instinct, they seemed to sense what was coming. We watched as a pair of sea lions hunted for herring, expertly diving and surfacing with their catch. At one point, we captured a remarkable moment, one sea lion tossing a herring from its mouth, letting it float on the surface while collecting more on the bottom. These sea lions have gathered in what's known as a raft, a formation that allows them to stay together while resting. With their fins raised above the water, they regulate their body temperature, much like we do when we stick a leg out from under the covers at night to cool off.
Wow, it's so blue. It reminds me of like Thailand.
I was gonna say Lake Louise.
Yeah, Lake Louise. Wow. How mesmerizing. Ooh, coming in hot. Oh boy.
Being remote, we had two options today. It was either doing taxes or going fishing. And as you can tell, I'm not doing taxes right now.
We hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe for next week. Woo!